I'm really starting to realize that it's too many of us black men who are normalizing trauma and brokenness. We have started to embrace it as if it's a strength, not noticing that it's a weakness. We think everybody against us. We don't want to mend relationships and friendships. We want to continue on in this cycle like everybody is against us. We don't want to ask for help. We claim ain't nobody for us, but at the same time, when them people are for us, we want to say that them the same ones that's going to stab us in the back. And
what it is people, a lot of black people are afraid of change. Because change comes with admitting that you were wrong. I think a lot of black men especially, and I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. But a lot of black men have a lot of ego problems. A lot of us have a lot of ego problems. The fact of the matter is, I think every black man, every black woman needs therapy. A lot of us need therapy. We went through a lot of shit. Anybody who was grown up in a traditionally black household, or not even a traditionally black household, because that would have been lovely to grow up in, but anybody who has grown up in a modern day black household, single mother, multiple children, multiple different baby fathers, the chaoticness of it all. We even champion the women as if they're so strong for going through what they go through to raise these children, when they're the reason why they were in the struggling position to begin with. Their decisions, their best decisions, put them in that position to begin with. But that's another conversation for another day. Let's stick right here firm on the men. The fact of the matter is, your trauma, like he said, it weakens you. It's holding you back. It's preventing you from being a better version of yourself. There's a version of yourself that is completely healed, that is completely tapped in with who you are and who you're trying to be. And unfortunately, actually, let me throw this perspective out there. I don't think people are ready for this perspective. I had a conversation with an older homie of mine, and he said people in general are simply a result of their trauma. Who they truly are is a result and a reflection, a direct reflection of their trauma. And I tend to agree with that statement. I think who we are, what makes us is a reflection of the things that we had to deal with. The things that we had to overcome, the things that we had to witness, the things that was taught and programmed to us is all a reflection of trauma. But unfortunately, some of the things that make us can be toxic. Some of the things that make us can be toxic. But unfortunately, too often, and especially in the current culture that we're in, we popularize trauma. We popularize the degeneracy. We popularize the bad shit that we perpetuate and that we teach and we pass down to our children. We popularize it and we call it trendy. We call it trends. When actuality is doing the absolute most damage to our communities, to our image, to our people. Let me tell you something. When you hit 18 years old, I think when every black boy and girl hits 18 years old, they should be looking for a therapy clinic, even if they think they had the best childhood in the world. I think therapy is good for everybody, right? You don't need to be in therapy forever, but to talk out and seek professional help on some things. I was telling a homie earlier tonight, earlier tonight, we was having a deep conversation. I was like, bro, you gotta go get you some therapy, bro. And it's not, and it doesn't. I think also we've told black men that it makes you weak to heal. I think that's another thing. We've told black men too often that it makes you weak to heal. It does not make you weak to heal. It actually makes you very strong. To have to sit down and directly face the shit that has messed with you and that has harmed you and that has bothered you and that has caused you to be who you are today. It takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of strength. Self-reflection is not easy, right? But self-reflection is only part of the battle. You need somebody who can clinically diagnose you if there's something wrong, if there's something deeper. right? Because through self-reflection, most of us aren't professional therapists. We're not going to be able to by ourselves self-reflect and accurately say, okay, this is what's wrong with me. Because, and then that's another thing. A lot of black men are walking around not knowing that it's something actually fucking wrong with them. And that's a problem. That is a huge problem.
We embracing all the trauma, all the hurt. We don't want to heal. We don't want to go through the process. And guess what? All we want to do is be at odds with one another. I pay attention to black men conversation, especially when it's about women, relationships, and love. And a lot of times I can hear them spewing out all their trauma, blaming women for everything. And that ain't me simping. I'm just being honest. And then
He's not wrong. He's not wrong at all. Black men definitely, especially when they're hurt bad by women, hold on to that shit. Black men hold that trauma. Oh man. Oh, they hold on to it bad. I done heard so many stories. I done heard too many stories, y'all, about how somebody done did how somebody done did one of my homies bad. And they refuse to move on from it. I mean, we talking about situations and relationships that happened years ago. We still talking about it. We still talking about how it made someone feel. Like it's crazy to me. It's crazy. And it's unfortunate that it's easier to do that. And most people deem it better to do that than to actually seek the help needed and to heal. It's crazy.
And when it comes to us as brothers, I then hear how everybody done backstab me. Everybody done did this. All I got is me. And I realized some of my conversations sounded like that at one point, and I started getting better. But as I started getting better, I started hearing clearer and saying, hey, black man, it's okay to heal, and it's okay to be whole. Chill.
Yes, sir. He is absolutely correct. He is absolutely correct. And one thing I want to add on to that is a lot of the times when you hear people talk about how everybody's done them wrong, everybody's turned their back on them, everybody's left them, there's usually something more to that, right? Because yeah, there are evil people in this world. There are people who will do you dirty for nothing, right? There are people who undoubtedly will do certain stuff to you, but it's worth asking, or at least worth pointing out. The common denominator in all of these situations is one person, and that's you. It's worth pointing that out. In some cases, it might mean absolutely nothing, but in other cases, it might mean that there's something wrong with you. But in order for you to admit that, you're going to have to challenge your ego. You're going to have to check yourself. And for a lot of black men, that is something that is just too hard to do. So, yeah, man, if you're dealing with trauma, if you're dealing with a lot of pain, if you're dealing with a troubled childhood, if you're dealing with relationship trauma, father trauma, mama trauma, whatever, seek clinical help, seek therapy. I mean, what? There's no way that you could think a healed version of you is worse than a broken version of you, right? Last thing I'll say when it comes to relationships are reflective, right? Meaning you attract what you are. So if you're a man who is attracting all of these backstabbing, money hungry, greedy women, it might be time to address what exactly is going on with you energetically. Might be time to address that. I'm just going to throw that out because relationships are reflective. We attract what we are. That's usually universally agreed upon. So I'm just going to throw that out there. Guys, get healed. Talk to therapists. BetterHelp.com. Sponsor me, bro. Sponsor me, BetterHelp.com. But anyway, as always, I turn it over to you guys. I would love for you guys to continue the conversation down in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think about this. Are black men scared of being healed? Are black men, do black men love embracing trauma? Let me know what you guys think. Was I wrong on anything that I said? Credit will be in the description for the original video for anybody who wants to check it out. And it's your boy D. I'm gone.